Hello once again, this is James and welcome to my Microsoft Excel videos. We're going to look at some features which are interesting in Excel, among which is freezing pens, how to work with comments, how to show and hide your grid lines, your headings, and the formula bar. Let us start by seeing what freeze pens mean. When you look at this piece of work, it's quite a number of entries whereby you have to scroll and move down. You see that it's quite a very long sheet of work. So what happens is, if, for example, we are down here, we don't see our titles, it means we have to first scroll back and forth to go back and see which column we're exactly in, so that we don't make a mistake maybe when we're dealing with these figures, for example. So what happens is that we can ask Excel to maintain these columns even if we scroll down. So how does this work is what we want to see. So what you will do, first order of business, is you have to highlight this row where the titles are. I click in it. Then I will come to the View tab. Then in the View tab, I will come to Windows sub-tab, and this is where you see Freeze Pens. When you click in Freeze Pens, this is where it says Freeze Top Row, for example. So when I click in Freeze Top Row, notice that now when I scroll, my titles remain available, they remain visible despite how far I've scrolled throughout the work. So that is what Freeze Pens is. Let us look at comments. Comments, you can put a comment maybe here. When you look at this, this is got as a result of a formula. If you look at the formula bar, this balance here is got as a result of subtracting this fees payable minus the fees paid. Okay. Now, you might want to put an explanation on this column, so that when somebody clicks in this column, an explanation comes. That is what you call a comment. What do? We shall highlight all of this column. You can click in the first one. Then I press Ctrl Shift and down arrow to go up to the end. Then I will come back to my review, the Review tab. Then I will click in New Comment. So here I can say this is got by subtracting. I can expand this a bit. This is got by subtracting fees paid from fees payable. Right, that is our comment. Then we can click away. Notice this red lining which comes there, that means there is a comment on this column. So when I come and click there, for example, you'll see my comment coming forth, telling me that this is good by subtracting fees paid from fees payable. So that is how you insert a comment. We said you click where you want to insert that comment, and you can say New Comment, put the comment, can say fees payable minus fees paid as your comment. When you click away, it tends to disappear, but when you click in that particular or point in that particular cell where the comment is, it will display the message telling the user what or how that was got. So that is how we put comments on our work. Then we look at grid lines. These lines which you see besides the borders, these grayish lines are what we call the grid lines. So you may want to work when you are not seeing them, or for some reason or another you might go to your Excel sheet and you find that you don't have grid lines, yet you want them to guide you in your data entry. So what do you do? What we do, or where does this come from, is still go back to our view tab. So there is where you see grid lines. If this is not checked, when I click there, notice that now they have disappeared. We don't see them here. When I go back and click in it, you notice that now they have reappeared. When we click in grid lines, you see that this selection has no lines in it. It's plain. So that's what in case you come to your screen and you have no grid lines, that is what you do to put them back. Then you may also come when you don't have the headings, these column headers, such that you don't know which column you're in. So that happens here. When you click in the headings, you notice that they've disappeared. When we click back, they will reappear. Okay, these headings here, click, they disappear, click, they come back. In the same style, there is also the formula bar. Your formula bar might disappear when you are working with your system, or you might come to a system when the formula bar is not there. So what do? Still, you go back to your view tab, then you go to show, then you go to formula. So when you click formula, the formula bar will come back. So when I click here, I see my formula I used to get this work. If I click away, so there I won't be able to see the formula which came, or through which I arrived at this answer. So that's what we call the formula bar, to show and hide some settings. We've seen the grid lines, the headings, and the formula bar. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.